call on the National Board Secretary of the Task Force Anti-Colorum Action Group, Ms. Tess Gabuat of Pareb.
Thank you, Pareb President Maritoni Trinidad. Thank you very much. I am deeply honored and privileged to introduce our special guest speaker. So allow me to share his outstanding curriculum vitae. Our guest speaker for today is Department of Justice Assistant Secretary, Attorney Jose Dominic F. Clavano IV. Attorney Miko Clavano IV. ASEC. DOJ ASEC Attorney Miko Clavano is a graduate of AB Management Economics and minor in Global Politics at Ateneo de Manila University. He also took law, Juris Doctor and Corporate Track at the Ateneo Law School. He also attended edX Harvard International Law Program last June to August 2021. He also attended the Philippine Dispute Resolution Certification course at the PCCI Center last September 2019. Allow me to enumerate some of his positions. He was Associate Solicitor at the Office of the Solicitor General from 2018 up to 2021. He was also awarded Best Writer in OSG 2021 for the Department of Transportation DOTR Task Force, Anti-Money Laundering Council AMLC Task Force, Cebu Port Authority CPA Task Force. His areas of practice are the following. He represented the government in all land registration and related proceedings. He also instituted actions for the reversion to the government of lands of the public domain and improvements thereon, as well as lands held in violation of the Constitution. He also represented the government in the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeals in all criminal proceedings. He represented the government in expropriations proceedings. One of the most significant case he handled is Andal versus Andal, GR number 196359, last May 11, 2021. This landmark Supreme Court case liberalized the long-standing Molina Doctrine for marriage cases. It paves the way for the legalization of divorce in the Philippines. He also handled several large-scale freeze order and civil forfeiture petitions at the AMLC. And some of the seminars that he has attended was one in China, 2012, as a delegate of the International Scholar Laureate Program on Diplomacy. He also attended the Global Young Leaders Conference held in New York last 2009. He also attended the anti-money laundering seminar at the Clark Freeport Zone in June 2019, January 2020, and May 2021. Allow me also to share some of his business interests. He is currently the president of Unimetal Services Philippines from 2018. He is also currently the corporate secretary of LVC Food Corps from 2016. And he is also currently the managing partner of Wagyu Studio from 2020. And I'll also enumerate some of his extracurricular activities, although marami, so we just jotted the most important. He is a member of the Ateneo Law Bar Central Operations Head of Logistics 2016 and 2017 bar exam. He is the founder of Dream Chasers Philippines, a non-profit organization 2014. He is also a member of the UAAP football play. He's a football player. So member siya ng Ateneo Men's Football Team 2012 and 2014. Wow, sir. At also, he is the UAAP baseball manager of Ateneo Men's Baseball Team from 2011 to 2012. He is also Ateneo, one of the officer Ateneo Consultants for Organizational Development and Empowerment, school year 2009 to 2012. And he is a volunteer for the Habitat for Humanity from 2012 to 2014. And I'll just also share with you some of his advocacies. These are decentralization, social and legal support to indigents, and technological solutions to social problems. Ladies and gentlemen, mga kapareb, I'm proud to introduce to you our special guest speaker for today, Department of Justice Assistant Secretary, Attorney Jose Dominic F. Labano IV. Sir.
Magandang hapon sa lahat. Bidang-bida ang Resa ngayon. Kaka-acquit lang sa CTA. Si Maria Resa. Telo ko lang. Okay, good afternoon, esteemed members of the Philippine Association of Real Estate Board Incorporated, honored guests, and fellow advocates of justice and fair practice in the real estate industry. I am here on behalf of the Department of Justice, and it is a complete privilege to address you all at this significant summit. Unang-una, no, hindi ako magpapanggap na expert sa real estate. Kayo po yun. Ang role po ng Department of Justice ay sumuporta lang sa mga programa niyo po at magbibigay ng assistance in case na dumating na po doon sa prosecution or investigation. No? So, baka mamaya po I can share some insights that can help the practice in the real estate industry. First and foremost, I would like to extend my gratitude to the organizers for putting together a crucial gathering. The importance of understanding and adhering to the rule of law, particularly in the real estate sector, cannot be stressed enough. The real estate sector has historically been one of the primary drivers of economic growth and prosperity of our nation. Yet, like any sector, it requires stringent guidelines, ethical standards, and laws to ensure fairness, transparency, and protection of all involved. In fact, I would go as far as saying that the world of real estate is not just about buying and selling properties. It is about dreams, aspirations, and the future. When you, as licensed and real estate practitioners, aid a family in finding their dream home or assist a budding entrepreneur in securing the perfect space for their business, you're building the future of our nation. But as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility. The foundation of your profession stands upon the principles of trust, integrity, and a deep understanding of the law. In this context, allow me to delve into the cornerstone legislation for your industry, Republic Act number 9646, or the Real Estate Service Act, or RESA. RESA isn't just a collection of directives. It signifies our nation's dedication to upholding professional standards, ethical conduct, and the safeguarding of all parties involved in the real estate domain. Central to this act is the concept of licensure, which I am sure everybody here is an expert in or is already licensed. Essentially, anyone involving in offering real estate services must possess the appropriate license. This not only shields the public from potential risks, but also ensures the credibility of the sector. And much like lawyers, it's noteworthy that each of you has put considerable effort and diligence to earn this standing in your profession. Given the hard work and the dedication involved, it would be a grave injustice to allow individuals to falsely represent themselves as professionals to use deceitful means to feign such credentials. Genuine practitioners like yourselves deserve the respect and recognition that come with your legitimate accomplishments. A central provision of the law is the creation of the Board of Real Estate Service, overseen by the PRC. The board is instrumental in shaping policies, overseeing licensure examinations, and ensuring the quality of real estate education. Furthermore, just like lawyers, RESA has provisions ensuring that practitioners are not only qualified through examinations but also bound by the sworn oath to uphold the standards of the profession. This isn't a mere formality. It is the affirmation of your dedication to the service, one that must be recalled in every transaction and interaction. It is also crucial to be reminded of the exemptions and the scope of practice. While RESA provides flexibility for individuals dealing with their properties, it also sets boundaries on who can legitimately offer real estate services. A pressing concern, and which is the reason why we are here today, and that we must address, is the unauthorized or colorum operations in our real estate domain. The Department of Justice remains resolute in its opposition to such malpractices. As the law clearly mandates, no individual can engage in or even promote themselves as a real estate service practitioner in the Philippines without the appropriate credentials. This includes passing the board's licensure examination, holding a valid registration certificate, possessing a professional identification card, or securing a special temporary permit from the board and the commission. Simply put, the representation or implication of being a qualified practitioner without these credentials is a clear violation of the law. Violations of the Act, whether by licensed professionals or unlicensed individuals, carry heavy penalties. The message is clear from the government. The Philippine government prioritizes the protection of its citizens and the credibility of the real estate industry. When trying to understand the law, one particular section, Section 39, is pivotal. It states that any violation of RESA, including its implementing rules, could result in fines of not less than 100,000 pesos or imprisonment of not less than 2 years. And should the violation be committed by an unlicensed individual, the penalties become even more severe. Effectively, it is doubled, no? So kung 100,000 yan, magiging 200,000. Kung 2 years yan, magiging 4 years ang penalty. This reflects the gravity with which our legal system views infringements and the lengths to which we should go to protect consumers and uphold the integrity of the real estate industry. Furthermore, for juridical entities like partnerships, corporations, and associations, it is not just the entity that faces accountability. Importante ho ito. The law is clear. Even partners, presidents, directors, or managers who consent or tolerate such violations will be directly responsible. This is the state's way of ensuring accountability at all levels. The real estate sector is in a state of continuous evolution. And so too is its legal framework. In fact po, before arriving here at the event, nag-usap po kami ni Secretary Boying Remulla, ang ating kalihim sa Department of Justice, at sinabi niya sa akin na iparating ko po sa inyo na meron kaming naiisip na mga ways, programa, at mga mechanisms para po mapadali, no, ang ating real estate transactions, yung coordination po sa iba't ibang mga departamento at mga ahensya para po mapadali ang trabaho nating lahat. At gayon pa po, no, pag-usapan natin mamaya yung ating ad hoc na committee na binubuo ng DSUD as chairman, DOJ at DILG as co-chairman, and others as member agencies. Ayaw po ni Secretary na ad hoc lang ang gagawin natin. Ang gusto ni Secretary Mulya ay gagawa po talaga ng opisina sa DOJ na mag-handle po ng lahat ng concerns ng real estate industry. Yan po ay isang pinag-iisipan at isang discussion na nangyayari ngayon sa Department of Justice dahil sa experience niya po at sa experience ko din po, yung ad hoc committees ay medyo mahirap, no? Dahil marami pong mga trabaho ang mga departamento, marami pong ginagawa ang ating mga kalihim, pero kung may maglalagay po tayo ng isang office na in charge po dito sa mga illegal practices or colorum and other regulations, mapapadali po ang coordination at yung mechanism ay mas maganda po at mas epektibo. The real estate sector, again, is in a state of continuous evolution, and so is its legal framework. While the foundation is set by RESA, recent legislative shifts have further sculpted the industry's legal landscape. A central concern has been the unregulated activities of unlicensed real estate practitioners. To address this, more stringent measures are being employed to prevent unauthorized selling, reduce the risks of fraud and deception. However, with the ascent of technology in the real estate domain, laws around online property listings, digital agreements, and virtual properties are becoming very pivotal. Practitioners must be well-versed in these guidelines to maintain the profession's integrity. And additionally, in light of our global environment challenges, legal emphasis has shifted towards sustainable property development. This comprises of mandates on sustainable construction techniques, obtaining green certifications, and embracing eco-friendly practices. I would like to bring your attention to some recent developments that significantly impacted the real estate industry and its legal regulatory framework. There are ongoing discussions between the Department of Justice and the Anti-Money Laundering Council regarding the liabilities of illegal real estate brokers. In fact, these discussions continued until this morning. Kausap ko po yung Anti-Money Laundering Council. Tinanong ko po sila kung ano po yung mga liabilities ng ating mga colorum, unlicensed real estate practitioners. No? At sinabi nila po, at siguro pwede nating ibanggit mamaya, kung ano yung mga liabilities. No? These discussions have highlighted the importance of addressing the actions of fake real estate agents who not only practice without a license, but fail to report transactions involving large sums of cash, specifically those amounting to 7.5 million pesos as mandated by RA 11521. It is noteworthy that these fly-by-night real estate agents often engage in transactions with questionable individuals who may be involved in money laundering activities, using real estate transaction as a means to legitimize illicit funds. This poses a significant threat to the integrity of our real estate industry and the overall financial system of our nation. Nakikita po natin yan sa day-to-day operations ng DOJ na marami po dyan who are involved in fraud, sa mga estafa, qualified theft, pinapasok agad nila sa mga bangko-bangko at nahuhuli naman po ng Anti-Money Laundering Council. Ganun din po dito at parang nagagamit po ang real estate industry sa mga scrupulous na mga tao, mga kriminal. Kaya nandito ang Anti-Money Laundering Council, nandito din ang DOJ para siguro ma-stop, no? At ma-prevent natin yung ganong practice. To combat these illicit activities and protect the interest of both the public and the industry, the DOJ is taking proactive measures. We will closely coordinate with the AMLC to ensure the effective implementation of both Republic Act 9646, the RESA, and 11521 or the AMLA particularly in cases related to real estate colorum. In collaborating with AMLAC, we are in the process of conducting a comprehensive study risk assessment to better understand the extent of the issues and identify high-risk areas within the real estate sector. This assessment will provide invaluable insight to the challenges we face and guide our efforts to address them effectively. As part of these endeavors, I am honored to inform you that the designated alternate representative of the DOJ in these matters will be myself. Serving napaaral po tayo kagabi dahil yun na nga, in-inform po ako dito sa event na ito mga few days ago. Kaya kagabi, wala po akong tulog, nag-aaral ako. At yun na nga, siguro naging worth it siya dahil nung kausap ko si Secretary kanina, sinabi niya, ako na daw mag-handle nito. At least, in the meantime, habang ad hoc pa siya, pero at least meron na tayong pinapag-usapan na office talaga, no? Na mag-uupong at least maging part ang DOJ kung hindi magiging talagang head, no? Serving in my capacity as the spokesperson of the Department of Justice in charge of public communications, importante din na ipaliwanag natin sa ating mga kababayan, our fellow Filipinos, kung ano ang mga delikadong mga deals, kung ano yung mga anong kailangang hingin para alamin nila kung talagang legitimate po ang broker. No? This reflects our commitment to spearheading information dissemination and actively combating illegal real estate practices through prosecution and the sharing of vital information with stakeholders like yourselves. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate the Department of Justice's dedication to upholding the rule of law, safeguarding the integrity of the real estate industry, and protecting the interests of the Filipino people. We believe that working together with organizations like the Philippine Association of Real Estate Board Incorporated, we can create a safer and more transparent real estate environment for all. Salamat sa attention, and I look forward to the fruitful discussions and collaborations in the pursuit of these goals. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.